Hi, my name is Bree Star. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and OnlyFans at Bree Star XO. And you can find me at SoCalModels.com.
Are you brand new or you?
Yeah, I'm an aspiring filmstress. Started a couple months ago. And yeah.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Northern California.
Born and raised?
Born and raised. I moved out to Las Vegas a few years back. I love it.
Did you go to a private school, public school growing up?
Public school. Graduated, high school diploma, no GED. So, some college under my belt.
In grade school, did you have a favorite subject?
Favorite subject, definitely be art. I love art. I'm not the best drawer, but I love looking at paintings and how it works and everything.
And I know you were really young at that point. Do you have any idea what you want to do with the rest of your life?
No idea. I actually wanted to be a teacher or a doctor, the normal jobs, so to speak, but
In high school, were you the popular girl, the loner, the geek, the nerd?
I was the party girl, definitely. Always at the parties, hung out with people that weren't in high school, that kind of girl, I was in sports growing up most of my life, so.
Were you popular with the boys?
Yeah, definitely. I was very popular with the boys.
Did you go to your high school prom?
I went to our formal, but I did independent study halfway through high school, so I didn't really get to do the normal high school stuff, so to speak, so yeah.
In high school, did you take naughty pictures of yourself and give them to your boyfriends?
Yes, I did, yes. Whenever my dad wouldn't take my phone, for sure, I was a troublemaker.
Did they swear to you that they weren't going to show them to anybody? Show them to everybody?
Right, yeah, I was like, keep it between us. I can't have this going around the whole school, that would look bad. But, I got the dick pics all the time from my boyfriend, so.
Do you remember the first time you saw something adult related? A magazine, a movie?
My dad used to have these like nudie magazines in the bathroom. So whenever I go to the bathroom, I would just like kind of flip through them secretly. I used to watch porn actually when I was younger, so kind of.
And when you watched adult material, thought ever crossed your mind that I could do that?
Yeah, actually, when I was younger, I wanted to do it. I wanted to be on the big screen or the phone screen. I don't know.
For you, was it the attention, or did you know what sex was at that point? Did you know what they were doing? Did you understand?
Not really. I'm looking at them like, oh, they're really enjoying this. It must feel good. And then eventually I started to experiment with myself, and I'm like, yeah, let me see what the hype is about with somebody else. So.
When you were younger, did you do any modeling, any type of anything?
No, not really. Just growing up, I was just in sports, just being a normal kid, so.
You finished high school. Do you go to college at that point? What do you?
Yeah, I finished high school. I went to the junior college in my hometown for a little bit, and I'm like, this is not really for me, so I stopped going.
And how do you get in the adult entertainment industry?
How did I get into it? Well, I've done like private work for a while,
Right.
And I've been a cam girl a while back. And then when I moved out to Vegas, I wanted to be a stripper, so I did that. And then eventually, that's when my agent found me in my club, so I started doing porn ever since.
And all that stuff, was you stripping for the money or stripping for the attention?
For the money. Definitely.
And had you done any type of private movies, anything on your phone for yourself prior to getting into business?
Oh yeah, like with my boyfriends and stuff, just little home videos. Never made it out to any big platform or anything, just to the camera roll.
When you decide to get into adult, do you research it at all, or does your agent just meet you and walk you through it?
Yeah, I had no idea about it. I've only watched it. I don't know what happens behind the scenes of it. And my agency that I work for, they help me every step of the way.
Tell me about SoCal Models.
SoCal Models, amazing agency, always made me feel comfortable, and they made sure that I'm doing what I want to do, not what they want me to do, you know? It's not really about money. It's more like they want to see us succeed in life and be at the top, so.
You decide to do movies. Do you start doing boy, girl and everything right away, or do you do solos and then go girls?
My first one was actually a threesome. So I've always done threesomes and stuff like that, so it was nothing new to me. Just being on camera and the lights and everything was different for me, but I really had a good experience.
When you go to do your first movie, at what point does it hit you that I'm about to do a porn movie?
Yeah, definitely whenever I got to set and I seen the cameras all around me, then reality like set in, so.
When you do the first shoot, what's harder for you, the dialogue or the sex? I'm assuming there's some kind of setup.
The dialogue, and kind of like not as authentic as what I'm used to, you know? So kind of got to put on a show for everybody.
What was it like for you when you'd walk on set and, I don't know the guy's name, but for sake of the discussion, we'll call him Johnny.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Johnny. I'll be working with you today. Was that a rush for you? Is that...
No, not really. The first guy that I actually shot a movie with, he made me feel really comfortable, and we actually had chemistry off the camera, so it was better on camera, you know, so.
You do the first scene, it goes very well. At that point, do you decide you can make this a career, or is this a career for you now, or is this just like a fun?
I'm kind of just seeing like where it takes me and how it goes, but so far so good. I love it, you know.
And how many scenes have you done up to this point?
I would say a little less than 10. You know, I'm just starting out, so I'm kind of spreading my wings.
And at this point, what are your do's and don'ts?
My do's and my don'ts. I guess gangbang is kind of a don't. Sorry. Gangbang is a don't. Everything else is pretty much free game, so.
I know you've only done 10 movies, but for you, what is the reality of this versus what you maybe thought it was?
The reality. I thought everything, like the moaning, everything like that was real. But now that I'm a porn star, I realize that it's not at all. You're a paid actor, so.
Have you met anybody that you watched, and what was that like for you?
Oh yeah, Jake Adams, actually, rest in peace. I watched him a lot before I even started working with him, so.
And what was that like working with him as opposed to watching him?
Yeah, it was a lot different. He was a lot sweeter in person than on camera, I feel like. Just, I don't know, more personable, I guess.
Do you have an OnlyFans yet?
Yes, I do. It's Bree Star XO. That's all my social media. Whoever has Bree Star, I'm coming for you, because I want that back.
Are you doing custom movies and all that?
Yeah, all the time. I have OnlyFans that I do, and people from Twitter will reach out to me and have me do customs too, so.
What's the craziest request you got for a custom so far?
Of me going to the bathroom. So that's like a fetish that some people have, you know.
You cool with it, not cool with it?
No, I'm cool with it. Yeah, whatever floats their boat, you know. Floats my boat.
And you do anal, don't do anal?
Yeah, I do anal. I just don't really like to all the time, but every once in a while, why not?
What do you like to do when you're not doing silly interviews and stuff like this?
I love to I'm a homebody, so I love to be at home, just kind of watching Netflix, or I hang out with my friends. What else? I love to travel too.
Favorite place to travel?
Miami. I love Miami. There's like no place like Miami. I think I'll move there too eventually, but who knows?
Do you have any celebrity crushes?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like porn actresses or like...
Anybody.
Anybody. Yeah, definitely. I always loved Blake Lively. It's like my celebrity crush of all time. And Jake Gyllenhaal.
And what can Jake do to you?
He can do whatever he wants to me. 5 times over.
Are you on social media?
I am. My name is Bree Star XO on Twitter, Instagram, and OnlyFans.
And how important do you feel social media is to your career?
It does play a big factor in my career because that's where everybody's seeing me is online on their phones. So, yeah.
Do you remember the first time you went all the way?
Yeah, around 14 or 15 years old. It was kind of like an awkward situation. You know, my mom was out of town, so my boyfriend at the time came over, and it was just like quiet, and it wasn't really, definitely not what you've seen in the porn videos, you know, but it was my first experience, so take it.
You do it the first time. Do you immediately become sexually active?
Actually that first time like weirded me out, so I thought it was all gonna be like that and all weird and awkward and stuff, but after a while I broke up with him and stuff, and I started talking to other guys, and then we started doing a lot more sexual fun stuff than me and my ex would, so.
And prior to going all the way, had you done blowjobs, masturbated, any of that stuff?
Prior to me losing my virginity?
Yes.
I've done masturbation, but I would say the first time that I sucked dick was when I lost my virginity, so.
At this point, you consider yourself good at BJs.
Yeah, a pro.
For you, what's the secret to a good BJ? Are you a hand person, spit?
It's all about the spit and like kind of like squeezing your cheeks so it has a lot of force at it. You know, like don't be gentle with it. Kind of like act like you're sucking some, like you have a thick milkshake, right, from Jack in the Box or something, and it's really thick and you have to really suck on it to kind of get the milkshake in your mouth. So that's how you suck dick.
For you, does sex have, do BJs have to go into sex, or can you just give a person a BJ and be happy?
Yeah, I've made a lot of guys come off of BJs before. But usually they just want to get to the other part rather than a BJ, so.
Have you ever used your sexual abilities to get something you wanted?
Yes, many times. Probably shouldn't be saying this on camera, but yes.
Do you know what a badge bunny is?
What is that?
For sake of discussion, you're driving, you get pulled over by a cop, and you make a deal with the cop to let you go if you do him.
Oh, that's been one of like my fantasies before, but I think my good looks has definitely gotten me out of a ticket or two.
So you would do it if you could?
Definitely.
And if you've never had sex in this cop car?
No, never have. I've been in a cop car, but not had sex in one.
Have you had sex in public?
Yeah.
For you, is the turn on that people are watching, or you might get caught?
That we might get caught, for sure.
Have you ever been caught or come close to being caught?
No, I haven't. Thank God, knock on wood. Yeah, I haven't.
Do you have a bucket list of places you want to have sex in public?
Oh yeah, definitely. For sure. Paris is one of them, in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Craziest place you've had sex in public up to this point?
I would say the beach and a tattoo shop.
For you as a woman, what is it that gets you going? Are you a woman who likes your neck nibbled, your boobies played with, your clit played with?
I don't know. I like it rough. I don't really like sensual sex, so to speak. I kind of just like it fast paced and.
Rough being hair pulled?
Yeah, hair
Spanked.
pulled, spanked,
Choked.
slapped, choked, yeah, all that. All of the above. Just don't leave any bruises and we're good.
But do you bruise easily?
Yeah, definitely.
From being in this business, does sex have to be a big part of your personal relationship?
No, I'd rather it not be. you know, because a lot of guys have wanted me because the way I look
Right.
and how I am in bed. So I'd rather it be like we get to know each other and you like me for me, not for what I look like. So.
Well, how would you describe yourself in bed? You mentioned it.
Sexy and fun.
And have you met a civilian yet? You know what a civilian is?
Yes.
Have you met a civilian who's more in love with Bree than you? You know, someone you've maybe
Oh.
tried to date?
Yeah, a lot of times. And that kind of just turns me off, so.
Are you a direct woman when it comes to sex?
Direct meaning, like,
Uh,
I tell you what I
a
want.
bad porn setup, but I see you in a bar. I see you in
Yeah.
a bar. And dude, she looks stunning right now. So she's wearing what she's wearing. She's standing at the bar. And I walk up to you at the bar and I maybe whisper in your ear that I'd like to take you in the bathroom and bada bing you.
Yeah, several times. You know, I'm a dancer, so they come in and.
But you're cool
All
with
the
that?
time.
It doesn't offend you?
No, I'm just used to it.
You mentioned 10 scenes. Do you know any of the other ones so people can look out for what companies they were for?
Yeah, Exploited College Girls, the Backroom Casting Couch, Cherry Pimps, Porn Star Cam House. And that's all I can think of right now.
People, when you see this woman has, I think, very hot, long fingernails. But what is that like when you're having sex?
Yeah, they don't really like it, especially when I'm with girls. You know, you can't really
Yeah.
do too much, but I just like them for my own personal self. So maybe on set you'll see me with different nails, shorter, way shorter than this.
And we touched on it briefly, but could you see yourself having a personal relationship and being in this business, or do you think you'd have to keep the two separated?
Oh no, I think every sex worker, porn star, whatever, should have their own personal life and their personal relationship without having it interfere with their career. So.
For you, what's the biggest misconception of a sex worker?
That we do this because we just like sex and we like to be fucked all the time. Like, I don't know.
And you mentioned earlier that you want to open a business or something. What type of business would it be?
I definitely want to open my own sex shop, a nail salon, a restaurant. There's so many ideas that I have, but I just gotta put one down on paper and stick to it.
Anything you want to say to all of your fans?
Thank you for supporting me. I can't wait to show you more of me, and stay tuned.
Thank you, Bree.
Thank you.